There we go. Hello, friends. Welcome to Trivia Over Tea, the quiz show podcast where we drink tea and play trivia. I'm your host, Matthew Cook, and I'm here virtually with our scorekeeper, Carter Zanke. Carter, how are you today?
I'm great. Just happy to be here with my trusty Google Sheets scoreboard so we know exactly who's in the lead and how many points they have.
Yes, if you've never watched our YouTube episodes, which are the same thing as our audio episodes, but with visuals, you will see that Carter puts up a handy dandy little scoreboard using technology that I don't know how to use, but it looks very cool. So we appreciate you, Carter, and all that you know how to do that I don't know how to do. Anyway, let's meet this week's contestants. First, we have Joey.
Hello, I am a sophomore at Pomona College, and I'm super excited to be here.
Well, we're super excited to have you. Thank you, Joey, for being here. And we also have Taylor.
Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm a freshman at Pomona College, and I do love a good bit of trivia, and I do love a good bit of tea.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Taylor, also for being here. As with all of our regular episodes, we'll have 4 rounds of questions today, each with a slightly different format. And so, without further ado, Carter will explain the rules for round 1.
All right, so round 1 is our first general knowledge round. We'll each get 5 multiple choice questions and questions here with 10 points each.
Alrighty, Joey, you're up first. Are you ready?
Sure.
Did you just spill something, Taylor?
No, I almost did.
Good. Okay, here we go. Question 1. Which of the following places has not served as the capital of Virginia? A, Norfolk, B, Jamestown, or C, Williamsburg?
A, Norfolk.
That's correct. Jamestown was the capital from 1607 to 1699, and then it was Williamsburg until 1780 when it moved to Richmond. Question 2. Which of the following bodies of water separates Italy from the Dalmatian coast? A, the Tyrrhenian Sea, B, the Adriatic Sea, or C, the Aegean Sea?
B, the Adriatic Sea.
That is correct. Dalmatia is a historic region of Croatia. Question 3. Who is Hogwarts' defense against the dark arts teacher in the 3rd Harry Potter book, The Prisoner of Azkaban? A, Professor Quirrell, B, Professor Lockhart, or C, Professor Lupin?
C, Professor Lupin.
That is correct. Remus Lupin, a werewolf, is the teacher for Harry's 3rd year. Lockhart's in the 2nd book and Quirrell in the 1st. Question 4. How many seats does the Virginia Senate have? A, 40, B, 50, or C, 100?
I'm going to go with A, 40.
That is correct. I think the House of Delegates has 100. My brother wrote this question. Anyway, finally, question 5. Which cabinet position did William Howard Taft hold under President Theodore Roosevelt? A, Secretary of War, B, Secretary of State, or C, Attorney General?
A, Secretary of War.
That is correct. He was then president from 1909 to 19... Oh, gosh. Oh, I wrote that wrong. He was then president from 1909 to 1913, and then Chief Justice of the Supreme Court from 1921 until 1930. I wrote president from 1909 to 1931. That's not correct. 1913. Okay. Taylor,
Yes.
are you ready for your 5 questions?
Yes, I am scared I will be wrong, but I am ready.
Okay. Question 1. Which of the following noble gases is synthetically produced? A, oganesson, B, xenon, or C, radon?
Ooh. I think I'm gonna go with radon.
No, it's actually oganesson. It has the highest atomic number on the periodic table, 118, and is highly radioactive. Not that the other 2 are not. But question 2. Which of the following pieces of information is necessary for calculations concerning moles? A, the atomic number, B, the atomic mass, or C, chemical symbols?
B, the atomic mass.
That is correct. You multiply the number of grams by the atomic mass and put that over Avogadro's constant to get moles. That was a nice refresher for me last night, as someone who has not thought about moles since like 10th grade. Anyway, question 3. Which of the following is not an island of the Philippines? A, Luzon, B, Mindanao, or C, Sakhalin? And I apologize that my brother was the one who wrote this question. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with C, but I'm not gonna pronounce it.
Well, you don't need to pronounce it because it's correct.
Fantastic.
That island is part of Russia, actually. Question 4. Which of the following presidents served between Grover Cleveland's 2 terms? A, Rutherford B. Hayes, B, Chester Arthur, or C, Benjamin Harrison?
I'm gonna go with A.
It's actually Benjamin Harrison.
No.
Harrison was president from 1893 to 1890. Oh, wait. Oh gosh, that's wrong too. Wow, I did this way too late at night. Harrison was president from 1889 to 1893. The 1893 to 1897 was Cleveland's second term. Yeah. Okay. Well, good job out of me. Anyway, question 5. Gower Plain, the Kingdom of Uriah, and Yesterdale are locations in what JRPG franchise? A, Xenoblade Chronicles, B, Final Fantasy, or C, Persona?
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Yeah. Gower, I hope that's correct, the correct pronunciation, Gaur, Gower Plain, the Kingdom of Uriah, and Yesterdale are locations in what JRPG franchise? A, Xenoblade Chronicles, B, Final Fantasy, or C, Persona?
Oh, I think I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy.
No, it was actually the Xenoblade Chronicles.
I was between those two.
Yeah, my brother wrote this one as well, and I had him write this because you rated yourself an 8 out of 10 on video games. And
This
so,
is not a video game based question.
is
I'll
it
have
not?
you know.
Oh, okay. Well, but it's a JRPG, isn't that? A video game
It is. It's just I'm just angry because my video game street cred is now lower, and my D&D group is gonna be very mad at me.
Well, you have a chance to redeem yourself because there's one more coming later on in the show for you.
Fantastic.
Not to give anything away, but
Am I allowed to ask what JRPG is?
can you explain that, Taylor?
No.
Junior
Not at all.
role-playing game?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, like it has RPG in the name, so like it's some sort of role-playing game. I would say junior because, well,
I'm not sure what
Japanese
junior would.
role-playing game. So I just looked it up.
What is it? Sorry.
Japanese role-playing game.
ah, yes.
That makes sense. There you go.
I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah, this is definitely not my area of expertise. So anyway, that's the end of round 1. So Carter, can you please give us a score update?
We have Joey at 50 and Taylor at 20.
Alrighty, so now it is time for round 2. So Carter, can you please tell us the rules?
Yes, in round 2, you will each get 5 questions on the same topic. Questions here are open-ended, and they're worth 20 points. If you get one wrong, your opponent could answer for 10 points.
Okay. So for I've chosen different round 2 categories for the two of you. And I'm a little worried that it might be a little lopsided, or it might not be. I don't really know how this is going to go. At any rate, Joey. So one of the many things that Joey and I have in common is love for the show Frasier, and so I decided that this would be a wonderful opportunity for me to write 5 trivia questions about the show Frasier. So I wasn't quite sure how deep to go. So yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. Joey, are you ready?
maybe, yeah.
Okay. Question 1. Frasier is a spin-off of what other sitcom that ran from 1982 to 1993?
Cheers.
That's correct. Kelsey Grammer played Frasier Crane starting in the first episode of season 3 of Cheers. And he played the character for 20 years in total. Question 2. Frasier Crane hosted a radio show on what station?
Oh no. I should know this.
Mhm.
That's really, it's been so long since I've watched it. I don't even know. But I've watched it so many times. That's gonna be really embarrassing if I get this wrong.
Mhm.
Um, uh-huh. Um, okay. Is it KACL?
It is KACL. Yep, KACL 780. He hosted the Dr. Fraser Crane Show, a call in psychiatry show, and his catchphrase was, "I'm listening."
Mhm.
Question 3. In the season 4 episode Ham Radio, Fraser directs a radio play titled what?
Hmm. Um, Murder at something.
It is a murder mystery. Yeah. Is that your answer?
That's my answer.
Okay, yeah, it's not correct.
Okay.
Taylor, do you Taylor, have you ever seen an episode of Frasier?
No, I know that the theme song is a banger though. So I've heard the theme song several times, but I've
Yeah.
not seen an episode.
Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
Yes.
And maybe I seem a bit confused. Well, maybe, but I've got you pegged. Ha ha ha. But I don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled eggs. They're
Yeah.
calling again. Scrambled eggs all over my face. What is a boy to do? Anyway, what's your answer? Sorry. Lost consciousness for a second there.
Oh,
It's
yes, yes, yes. I have to. Given that I'm very familiar with the show,
Mhm.
I have to say it's Murder at Frasier House because it's Frasier, and there would be a murder in a house. Murder at Frasier House.
No. It is a murder mystery, though it doesn't have murder in the title. It's called Nightmare Inn.
Oh.
That's the way that Fraser says it.
Mhm.
Yeah, Fraser's obsessive directing style eventually leads to disaster and hilarity ensues. It's truly a spectacular episode,
Mhm.
and so very quotable.
He's got an
What did you say?
he's got a nug.
Oh, yeah. It's got,
Oh, yeah.
look out! He's got a nug. Okay, sorry, I'll stop. Question 4. After divorcing Maris, Niles marries what plastic surgeon in season 7?
Mel Karnofsky.
That's correct. They elope 2 days before Daphne and Donnie's wedding. Of course, Niles and Daphne run off together, and Niles and Mel divorce messily in season 8.
Mhm.
And question 5. With, quote, morals that would raise eyebrows in the court of Caligula, who is Frasier's commercial agent that appears in 11 episodes?
BB Glazer.
That's correct. Niles also described her as, quote, Lady Macbeth without the sincerity. Yeah, and I love BB. Okay, good. Well done, Joey. Taylor, so your category, and I'll say that I just don't know how hard this is going to be because this is of all of the areas of classical music, this is very much not my area of expertise.
No.
But you have done ballet.
Oh God.
And so I'm going to ask you, basically, I'm going to describe the ballet. You tell me what ballet it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Question 1. Performed annually at Christmas, what ballet by Tchaikovsky includes characters such as the Sugar Plum Fairy and the Mouse King?
The Nutcracker.
That's correct. The work is noted for its use of the Celeste. Yes. Question 2. Another ballet by Tchaikovsky is what composition in which Princess Odette is transformed into the eponymous bird?
Swan Lake.
That's correct. That was Tchaikovsky's first, ballet. Question 3. Sergei Prokofiev composed the score to the ballet based on what Shakespearean star-crossed lovers?
Romeo and Juliet.
That is correct. That one premiered in 1935. I realized as I was writing these that like all of them are Russian, except for this next one, actually. Question 4. What romantic ballet by Adolf Adam is about the titular young peasant girl who falls in love with the nobleman Albrecht?
Giselle.
That's correct. It is one of the most performed ballets and apparently one of the most challenging to dance. According to Red. And finally, question 5. Sensationalized accounts of the premiere of what ballet by Igor Stravinsky have said that the avant-garde music caused, quote, a riot.
Ooh, Rite of Spring.
That's correct. The 1913 piece is regarded as one of the first modernist works. Yeah. Okay. Well, good. Yeah. Well done, both of you. That's the end of round 2. Thus exhausteth my ballet knowledge. Yeah. So I'm glad you know all of them. Okay, Carter, can you please give us a score update?
We have Joey at 130 and Taylor right there at 120.
All righty, now it is time for round 3. So Carter, can you please tell us the rules?
Yes, in round 3, it'll be like round 2. You'll each get 5 questions on multiple different topics in one go. Questions here are worth 30 points each, and if you get one wrong, your opponent can answer for 15 points.
All righty, Joey, are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Question 1. What interstate highway, the longest in Virginia, runs the length of the Shenandoah Valley?
That would be Interstate 81.
That's correct. It runs 325 miles in the state. Question 2. Because of a similarity in the guitar riff in Excess's song Need You Tonight, Andrew Ferris and Michael Hutchence are credited as songwriters on what 2020 Dua Lipa hit?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, that was a lot. I know. Because of a similarity in the guitar riff in Excess's song Need You Tonight, Andrew Ferris and Michael Hutchence are credited as songwriters on what 2020 Dua Lipa hit?
We'll go with Levitating.
Not Levitating, Taylor.
Oh. I'm gonna go with, I don't know if this released in 2020, but One Kiss by Dua Lipa.
No, this is Break My Heart.
Mm.
And it's the little dun 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 na 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 na, that part. I actually listened to this song by In Excess last night because I had never heard it. And that's literally the intro to their song is that. And I was like, oh, I've heard that before. Where I've heard that, and I realized, oh, that's actually just because I know the Dua Lipa song. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Question 3. What is the largest and thickest bone in the average human body?
This is a good question. Let's see. What do I know about bones? Not very much. Largest and thickest.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the femur.
That is correct. Yes, the femur or thigh bone. Yeah, I'm glad my brother wrote this one because otherwise I wouldn't have had a science question for you. Yeah, that's the femur. Question 4. What is the highest peak in Virginia?
That would be Mount Rogers.
That's correct. Its elevation is a meager 729 feet above sea level, and is located in the southwestern part of the state. And finally, question 5. What 2008 song by Taylor Swift that uses fairy tale imagery in its lyrics won Best Country Song, giving Swift her first Grammy win for an individual song?
I'm going to say Love Story.
It's not that one, actually. Taylor? It's on the same album.
It uses fantasy imagery?
Fairy tale imagery. That's
fairy tale imagery. Wow.
That's what it said on my source.
I'm sure you're correct. I just
I don't think I've actually heard this song before.
I'm gonna go with Red.
No, this is White Horse. If you know that one. She re-recorded it for Fearless, Taylor's version recently. Anyway, maybe that was a bit of a deep cut. Yeah, she won Best Country Song for that.
Fearless
Taylor.
would be the Taylor Swift album I know the least.
Okay, well, then good. I got you.
You got me.
Taylor, are you ready for your 5 questions?
Yes.
Okay. Question 1. What interstate highway is also known as the Long Island Expressway?
That is the I-495.
That is correct. It runs 66 miles from the Queens Midtown Tunnel to Calverton in Suffolk County. Question 2. Abel Tesfaye is the real name of what artist?
Um, um, I'm gonna go with sorry, can you repeat the name one more time?
Yeah. Abel. My best guess is Tesfaye or Tesfaye. Tesfaye.
Okay.
But Abel's the first name.
I'm just gonna go with I'm gonna go with Bjork. I know that's wrong, but it's the closest I can get right now.
That's not correct. Joey,
The Weeknd.
it's The Weeknd. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Question 3. Abu Dhabi is located on what large body of water?
The Arabian Gulf.
Not the Arabian Gulf. Joey,
The Persian Gulf.
it's the Persian Gulf.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, the Arabian Sea is on the other side of the peninsula. But yeah, this is the Persian Gulf. Other prominent cities located on the Persian Gulf are Dubai, Doha, and Kuwait City. Question 4. Ed Sheeran was recently sued by 2 musicians who claimed that parts of which of his songs were copied from their 2015 song, Oh Why. So we're looking for the Ed Sheeran song.
I'm gonna go with Perfect.
No, not that one. Joey, do you know?
I'm gonna say Shape of You.
It was Shape of You. Yes. Sheeran won the case against Sammy Chokri and Ross O'Donoghue. This was resolved very recently, actually. And finally, question 5. In Super Mario Galaxy, the level A Snack of Cosmic Proportions introduces what kind of characters that Mario needs to feed a certain amount of either starbits or coins in order to generate a new planet. Again, my brother wrote this one because you rated yourself 8 out of 10 on video games. This one I know is a video game because I've actually played this one.
Definitely a video game. It is definitely a video game. Super Mario Galaxy. What kind of creatures does he need to feed?
Yeah, they're like friends with. They're yeah. I don't want to give too much away.
I'm gonna go with Yoshi's.
Not Yoshi's. Joey, do you know?
What other creatures are there? Let me think.
Have you ever played this game?
I actually have, but
Wow.
I think that I had a very hard time controlling it, and I don't believe I made it past the first level. So
That's fair.
I'm gonna say, what do you feed? I like the only creatures I can think of that you would feed would be Yoshi's, but I probably shouldn't guess that again. I know that's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say toads.
No. So these, I completely forgot about these things until I read this question yesterday. They're called hungry lumas. Any ring a bell? Anybody? No? Cool. Thanks, Mason, for this question. Yeah. So there you go. They're pals with Rosalina, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of round 3. So Carter, can you please give us a score update?
We have Joey at 265 and Taylor at 150.
Alrighty. Now it is time for round 4. So Carter, can you please tell us the rules?
Round 4 is our showdown, where you'll each get the same 3 questions, and questions here worth 40 points each. We'll ask you to write down or make note of your answers, and we'll reveal them at about the same time.
Alrighty. Joey, Taylor, are we ready?
Wait.
Should I
Let me
put the right on?
Good? Ready?
I packed all my things. Just a
Well,
second.
you can just use the notes app on your phone. That's okay. Yeah, no need to go unpacking things. Okay. Are we ready?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Question 1. What cereal was originally created in 1894 for patients at the Battle Creek, Michigan Sanitarium? Okay. Do we have answers? Joey, what is your answer?
Do I show you? Do I say it?
You can say it.
Cornflakes.
Taylor,
Also cornflakes.
that's correct. It is cornflakes. William and John Kellogg worked at the sanitarium. The brothers had an extended legal fight over the patent for cornflakes, as there is considerable disagreement in who was involved in their creation and to what extent were they involved.
Mm-hmm. Cornflakes are my favorite cereal. I just want to say.
Really?
Hmm.
Cool. Raisin Bran is my favorite. Cornflakes with raisins, effectively.
Mhm.
Yeah. Taylor, what is your favorite cereal?
I love a good Cheerio. Gotta say.
Like plain Cheerios.
Yes.
Good.
Carter?
I liked Cracklin' Oat Bran for a while.
Interesting.
All
I
right.
will say I don't eat cereal very often, like at all, unless it's like the only thing available. But anyway, Raisin Bran is mine. Okay. Question 2. What English composer served under 2 Protestant monarchs, Elizabeth I and James I, despite being a Catholic? It's somebody you've heard of. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh. Wait, can you repeat the monarchs that
Yeah.
they
Elizabeth I and James I. Alrighty, Joey, what is your answer?
I will say William Byrd.
Taylor?
Okay, I picked Macmillan, but I knew the name wasn't fancy enough. So I'll have you know I knew it was wrong beforehand.
Okay. Well, Macmillan was a 20th century composer. We were looking, in fact, for William Byrd because this was a period of English history immediately following the Reformation, in which Protestants and Catholics were often at odds, particularly if you were Catholic serving Protestant monarchs, as William Byrd was. So there you go. And finally, question 3. In 1066, the first coronation was held in what major cathedral in central London that was built by Edward the Confessor? Okay, are we ready? Joey?
I'll say Westminster.
Okay, and Taylor?
I know this is not in London, but Durham Cathedral.
No. Durham Cathedral is actually in Durham.
Yes. Yes,
Believe it or
indeed.
not. It was Westminster Abbey. Yeah. Yeah. I needed one of Mason's questions to be a round 4 question. That was the best I could do. Yeah, Westminster Abbey. Maybe we'll go there next week. Anyway, that's the end of the game. So Carter, can you please give us the final score?
Looks like we have Joey at 385 and Taylor at 190.
Well done, Joey. That's one of the best scores we've ever had. So good job. Do you have anything that you would like to say?
You know, my whole life I've been looking for a purpose, and I think I found that in this show. Winning this show has truly changed my life for the better, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who made this possible for me. And
you're
thank you
welcome.
especially to Taylor for being such a good competitor.
I think you mean to thank me for being such a bad competitor, but I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless.
Oh, well, that was beautiful. Thank you, Joey and Taylor. Yeah, that's our show for this week, folks. Thank you, Joey and Taylor, for being on the show today, as well as Carter Zanke for being our scorekeeper, and Mason Cook for composing the music. Today's questions were written by Mason Cook and yours truly. And thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe to Trivia Over Tea on your preferred podcast platform and leave us a review if you enjoyed it. Check out, follow us on Instagram or Facebook and or Twitter at Trivia Over Tea. And also, if you'd like to make a small contribution to this podcast, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com/triviaovertea. And tune in probably in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, when we'll have 2 new contestants and 33 more fantastic questions. Thank you. We'll see you in 2 weeks.